On this story is Stan Hunkovic, the father, and his attorney, Joel Zuckerman. Thank you very much for coming in and talking with us this morning. First of all, so you went through this divorce. You were awarded custody, but it was all downhill from there. What happened?
There was an order for her to leave the country. She left knowingly in direct violation of the court order. I've been fighting for the last 5.5 years to bring them back.
Now, how old were these kids at the time? Were your kids at the time?
My little girl was about 6 months old. My little boy was about 1.5 years.
And you haven't seen them since then?
I haven't seen my son and my daughter. Last time I saw them was November 29th of 2011.
Right. The response, because you've tried to get them back legally, and you have to do because she's in Trinidad now.
Correct.
What has Trinidad or the embassy had to say about all of this?
Look, I think what they're saying is that we have to leave it up to the courts in Trinidad.
And that's not going well so far.
No, because the courts in Trinidad are refusing to recognize the Maryland court order, which was entered back in, the initial custody order was entered back in April of 2010. And that's a valid court order, and they're just refusing to recognize and enforce that. So Stan has been trying to do what he can here in America through the courts to try to compel her to return the children. He got a contempt order in May of 2012, which she refused to comply with, and she's fined $1,000 a day for each day that she doesn't return the children. That fine is now almost $1,200,000. And when that didn't compel her, the state's attorney in Baltimore County went to a grand jury and secured an indictment for her arrest for child abduction. And now we are waiting for the Department of Justice to forward the extradition request to the government of Trinidad, and whenever we call the Department of Justice lawyer, we get, it's in the queue. Right. It's in line. You have to wait.
Yeah. As a father, what has this been like for you? I mean, we can only imagine what this is like. You saw them when they were babies, and then now all of a sudden they're gone, and they're somewhere where you can't get to them.
Yeah. You know, it's been a roller coaster. The last time I heard her voice was December 23rd. I've been cut off from all contact. You know, as a father, you want to protect your children. You know what I mean? You have all these hopes and dreams of great things from now. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what their health is like. I want to protect them. I want the main thing I want them to know that I love them. They need to know their mother and father love them. That's important for children. As a paramedic firefighter, I've taken so many children to the hospital that have been affected, traumatized because you know, because they don't know that their mother or father loves them, you know? And this is abusive to them. And this is not fair. They're the innocent ones in all of this. It does, you know, it has nothing to do with me or her. The world needs to realize we need to protect our children. And they should be our #1 focus in any country, you know?
Is there any recourse other than to wait this out? Because you said this is in the hopper pretty much. It's just, it's not moving fast. And meanwhile, your kids are growing up without you.
How to make this go quicker? Well, one of the reasons why Stan protests is to highlight this and to let people know that our government is sitting on an extradition request for U.S. citizens. I mean, these are U.S. citizens' children, and they have not been allowed, and they're not being protected by our government. We think that if there's an extradition request for a child abduction, we think it's more important that you get the child abductor and you do something to help the children as opposed to going out and getting a bank robbed.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in and sharing your story with us. Best of luck to you. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
HunksKids.org has all the particulars of the case. And I'd like to also, if I can say one more thing, I am just one of hundreds and hundreds of left behind parents. And thank God I have a support system I had. There are so many parents out there that don't have a support system. That the State Department needs to do more to help us.
Other bigger issue.
It is a huge issue. Thank you very much, Mr. Wynn.
Thank you very much for both of you for coming in. Steve, over to you.